We're not going to wait for people to invite us to eat at their table. We're just going to get some wood, make our own table, make it a really cool table, and like have all the homies sit at it. And never mind your table, it's our table now.
I was born to fight, no, I was born to win. I asked my elders what the hell they got me mixed up in. I hear them whisper that it's time for a solution, but the fire in my spirit got me screaming revolution.
I think if you're just like looking for a break, it's not going to happen for you really in Cape Town unless you make it happen for yourself.
The days of a boss and the days of answering to the main man in charge, it's kind of dying out. This is my wood, my area that I represent. When I speak in my music, this is the place where all the stories come from. These are the people I'm talking about.
Yo, Cape Town's such a beautiful place. Like, this is like one of the most beautiful places in the world. The people here are so beautiful. There's such a rich cultural heritage.
I mean, Cape Town's so complicated to me. Like, it's really beautiful here and it's a nice space for tourists to come visit. We've got the beaches, there's so many nice things, but like, the first thing that like strikes me about Cape Town is the division in Cape Town.
You know, there must be some sort of a light and a dark here. There must be sort of a good and a bad. You know what I mean? Yin and yang. And because of that, I'm able to express and articulate what goes on here better than they can. They can't report the shit. They in it. Yeah. Cap stack. Why, Jan? Ah! All the way, like with Buka. All eyes on me like I'm Tupac. I'm leading my people like Musa. Everyone saying salutas. I was only with them killers feeling like I'm Michael Corleone. You were sleeping with the fishes, we was eating curry and biryani. In Buka, in Buka, in Buka, in Buka, Buka. All the way you're like with Buka. All the way you're like with Buka. All the way you're like with Buka. Somebody tell him to look up. I got in the game with no hookups. Now look, avoid the stukas. I'm hustling hard for the Guptas. I never voted for Zuma, only cause he didn't do much. I think I talk about too much. No wonder promoters don't use us, cause they know I roll with the shooters. The king of the cap like I'm Kunta. I'm hiding away from my Pooza, cause everything needs a Pumbaa. I feel like the prince of Zamunda. I'm blowing the smoke out the hookah. You talk and you talk, nigga, Tula. I hope you don't think you can...
There's still a lot of violence against black and colored queer bodies in South Africa and in Cape Town. But I think that there's also a mindset now where we are not, we're visible and we're not really caring about the ideas of gatekeepers anymore. And we want to disrupt these spaces and reclaim these places as our own, which I think a lot of people are doing with their art, with their music, with their style.
I come from a mixed race family and I grew up on the Cape Flats, and that was quite complicated because of the apartheid layout, coming from a black family and living in a colored neighborhood and then being sent to white schools, and it gave me quite an interesting perspective, and I think that has influenced a lot of my work and it's influenced the way I approach everything, because as much as I don't want to make everything about all of these politics, I can't run away from it because I've been exposed to it my whole life.
One key point that stands out for Cape Town hip-hop that's different to the rest of South Africa is the activism. A lot of hip-hop artists that came from Cape Town were like hip-hop activists. I mean, they didn't just look the part, they actually played that role in their communities as well. And in terms of like fighting the system, the apartheid system that existed in South Africa, the guys from Cape Town were very vocal about that. I follow in that tradition because of where I come from.
Yeah, the first time I ever heard of Orks from Danso was when I was in an Uber and Homeboy was playing a mixtape, and I was like, who is this? This is really fly, like. And he was like, nah, it's Orks from Danso, this is like this volume, you should check him out, like he's huge or whatever. And I was like, dang, I'm gonna go check this homie out, and then all of a sudden we're on the same lineup. And yeah.
Who I kind of have a lot of respect for because he's doing home music in Cape Town, and that kind of like originates from Durban, and he's like throwing mad parties here in Cape Town. When I think about his music, I think about joy, and it's like a specific kind of joy that he brings into a party, And it's like revolutionary, and it's like unexpectedly revolutionary because it's fun. It's not like anyone's there with like signs protesting, just people really like enjoying themselves and loving themselves. And so I have a lot of respect for what he's doing.
Nabazinzelayo like bayazinceda kakhulu because if uzolindela abanye abantu like ulindele ugovernment akwenzele izinto, you will wait forever. So rather like get up and if you want something to be done, you have to do it yourself.
Do it yourself, do it on your own. It's gonna be harder. And it's gonna come with its own set of challenges and disadvantages and pitfalls and failures, but that's gonna build character. I don't think people wanna build character anymore. People just wanna get everything handed to them, the easy route. Like even the place you're sitting in right now. We run a store from here, we sell our clothes from here, we perform here, we have our office here, we can shoot a music video here, we are shooting here right now. That's self-sufficient.
The only reason that we were being slept on before is because we weren't putting in the same amount of effort and we weren't realizing that we could just make everything happen by ourselves. We didn't have to rely on anyone.
So you really have to like become your own manager, your own booking agent. So you have to kind of hustle. I know that's the approach I took.
I would say the benefits in today's time, just generally, being an independent artist wherever you are in the world, are much greater than it was before. If you just do things in a smart way. Don't work too hard, work very smartly in everything that you do. I used to just work hard and it works smart, but now I'm doing both.
It's really at a point now where it is creative awakening. We've adjusted our mindsets. The idea of collaboration is so strong amongst us because if you look at the people that were at the Braai last night, some of those people that were at that Braai last night are some of the most influential people in Cape Town and South Africa. And I'm really lucky to be able to call them my friends. And them letting their light shine encourages me to want my light to shine.
People are starting to realize that there's value in themselves. And I think sometimes it is a pity that we have to wait for the world to tell us that we're worth something before we realize that. But I definitely feel that at this moment there's a massive awakening happening in Cape Town and people are starting to embrace themselves and love themselves and understand their worth.
Can all my ambitions be reduced to one label? I'm raging with fire, Lord, I'm willing and able. Thank God for this dream that was planted in Cape Town. Hard work is all that I can bring to the table. Please keep my head straight, Lord, and my heart pure. Please bless my mother's sweetheart so it's not sore. Please bless my cousins and my brothers when they need more. I want to flex hard, but I want to stay pure. And thank you for blessing me with this gift of evading all the negativity. The sad life just wasn't meant for me. My granny cleaned too many houses just so I can dream. So it's my right to flex and it's my right to shine. It's my right to flex and it's my right to shine. It's my right to flex and it's my right to shine. Now is the time. It's my right to flex and it's my right to shine. It's my right to flex and it's my right to shine. It's my right to flex and it's my right to shine.
As long as we represent this place and we keep building and we keep pushing, something is bound to happen here that's very exciting and special also.
Just the way people move in Cape Town is it's changing and it's about to change in a very big way as the years progress.
Even just the past 2-3 years alone have been so radical in terms of what people have been doing and pushing and creating and how people have been thinking and putting their ideas out into the world. So I'm really excited for what's to come, yeah.